Am I still eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit after divorce? Have you recently gone through a divorce and are now wondering about your tax situation? Specifically, are you curious if you can still claim the Earned Income Tax Credit after your divorce? Let's break it down. Eligibility for the Earned Income Tax Credit, often referred to as EITC, largely depends on your custodial status and where your qualifying child lives. The EITC is designed for low to moderate income working individuals and families. One key requirement is that your qualifying child must live with you for more than half of the tax year. After a divorce, the custodial parent is usually the one who has the child living with them for the majority of the nights in the year. This means that only the custodial parent can claim the child as a dependent for tax purposes, including for the EITC. If you are the custodial parent and you have earned income that falls within the limits set by the Internal Revenue Service, you can claim the EITC. On the other hand, if you are the non-custodial parent, you typically cannot claim the EITC because the child does not reside with you for the required time. However, there is a possibility for the non-custodial parent to claim the child as a dependent for other tax credits, like the child tax credit. This can happen only if the custodial parent agrees to releases the claim by signing IRS Form 8332 or a similar statement. Keep in mind that this releases does not impact the EITC eligibility, which remains with the custodial parent. If you are separated but not yet divorced, or if you are legally separated under state law, you may still qualify for the EITC. This is possible if you lived apart from your spouse for the last 6 months of the year, or if you have a written separation agreement, as long as you meet the other requirements for the EITC. So, if you are divorced and have a qualifying child living with you for more than half the year, you can claim the EITC, provided your income is within the allowed limits and you meet all other Internal Revenue Service criteria. If you do not have a qualifying child, the eligibility rules change and are generally more restrictive. In essence, after a divorce, your eligibility for the EITC depends on whether you are the custodial parent with whom the child lives for more than half the year. If you meet this condition and the other requirements, you can still claim the EITC. If you are the non-custodial parent, you generally cannot claim this credit based on the child, even if you have other financial responsibilities.